Welcome to Fantastic Math. This is Mr. V, and in this video we will learn how to factorize a monic quadratic expression with positive factors by grouping. In this example, we're looking to factorize the expression x squared plus 8x plus 12. And that's a pretty normal quadratic equation. Now we know that quadratic equations come in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c. And we're going to make use of that terminology here. Our expression is x squared plus 8x plus 12. Now we're going to start this by trying to list off the factors for the c term. So having a look here, my c term is this 12. There's my c. So what I want to do is I want to list off the factors of 12. Factors of 12. Now, you don't actually have to write this. You can do this in your head. You can do it on a scrap piece of paper. Whatever strikes your fancy. Factors of 12. Obviously, 1 times 12 are factors. 2 times 6, 3, and 4 are factors, and all of the reverses. Now, a second step is to add these factors for each set. So 1 and 12, they add up to 13. 2 and 6 add up to 8. And 3 and 4 add up to 7. Now, what we're looking for is the combination that yields this 8, the number in front of the x, the b term. So having a look here at the 3 possible sets, there's only one that adds up to 12, which is the 2 and the 6. So that is the combination that we're going for. So 2 and 6, they multiply to give 12, our c term, and they add up to give 8, our b term. Now that we know which terms we're going to use, we are going to rewrite the equation. So rewriting this equation, it's going to equal x squared, we haven't touched that, and we're going to use these 2 terms that we just figured out. So this is going to become plus 2x plus 6x plus 12. Now what we're going to do is we're going to group each half of the equation separately. We're going to factor them. So if we're looking to factorize the first half of the equation, x squared plus 2x, just looking at that, I can see that we have a common factor of x. So this is going to become, let me just do that in black, this is going to become x outside of the bracket, and if we're looking here, we're going to be left with x plus 2. X plus 2. And we're going to do the same with the second half. So we're going to factor these independently. So in the second half, 6x plus 12, they've both got a common factor of 6. So I can put 6 out the front. And I'm going to be left with, well, 6x, we're going to be left with x, and 12 divided by 6 is left with 2. And let's not forget that plus sign. Okay. Now here's the tricky part. Looking at this new expression, we now have 2 terms that we're adding up, and these 2 terms have common factors. They have the common factor of x plus 2. They both have x plus 2. So just like we did before, we can factorize this, and we can put that common term out the front. So x plus 2 is the common term. And then we can put the rest into brackets. So new bracket, and we're going to put in the x plus 6. X plus 6. And so we factorize this expression by grouping the terms into 2 halves and then factorizing the two groups into one new factored form. And that's it. That's how we can factorize by grouping. Fantastic.